Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden. In this video, I'm going to be rehoming my ginger that we had started back in February. And then I'll also have some green beans to get planted as the summer season is getting on its way. So let's get started. So here I have my container I'm going to be using. This is the same container I used to grow some lettuce over the winter time. I tried drilling some holes in here, but it actually shattered a little bit instead of drilling cleanly. And here we got our ginger that we started. We moved them into this tray. I'm not sure exactly when, March or something like that. This spot is on the east side of my house, right next to my deck. So this spot gets sun in the morning through midday, and then it'll be shaded from midday through the evening, which should be pretty good for the ginger. Although it is a tropical plant, it doesn't want that full day sun. Over here, I've got some of my soil mix I mixed up. Some of this is left over from the lettuce I grew in the winter time, along with some more vermiculite, and I added some balanced organic fertilizer into it. So I'm going to get started by just getting this container mostly filled up, and then we'll come back. The container mostly full, I'm going to add just a little bit more of the balanced organic fertilizer. I'm going to work that into the top couple inches of the soil here. And we'll pull out our roots. So you can see there's some new growth coming off of there, and the roots for the roots are coming on. So this container should have plenty of space for the ginger. I didn't fill the container up 100% because I will put a mulch on the top of it to help hold in any moisture. With the plants in place, I'm just going to go ahead and water this in real quick. Okay, the ginger is in place. It's been watered in. Let's put a little bit of mulch on the top to help hold in that moisture. What I'm using for mulch is some of my semi-finished compost. The material I was composting contains leaves and horse stall bedding, which the stall I get it from uses a lot of pine shavings. So that material, once it's semi-broken down, makes a very nice mulch. Okay, mulch is in place, ginger is ready to go. Let's move on to the green beans. This is a spot where I'm going to be growing green beans this year. This is also where I grew my cover crop of buckwheat last year, and I had tomatoes in the spot also. After I terminated the buckwheat, I covered it with the landscape fabric to hold out any weeds, and I already got a drip irrigation system run through the spot to provide the water. So I'm going to just pull everything back and we'll see what we're working with. Let's pull up the drip tape, which I had stapled in, and let's take a look at the bed. I had a couple weeds kind of popping up in the middle there, so we'll just pull out these couple weeds that were popping up. For the most part, the bed looks pretty good. With the landscape fabric out of the way, I'll just go ahead and secure the drip tape back in place. There we have it. We have the bed is ready for planting. The variety I'm going to be growing this year is called Maxabel. Now, it's supposed to be some sort of a gourmet green bean. I don't know. I've never grown it before, so we'll just see how it goes. This is what the seeds look like. They have kind of a striped appearance to them. Now, my drip tape has 8-inch emitters, so I think I'm going to go roughly maybe 4 inches between each bean. So like here I have an emitter, and here's the next emitter, so I'll just go in between and put one on the emitter, one in between, one on the emitter. I'm going down about a half inch to 3/4 of an inch, and I'll just make my way all the way down the bed. This bed runs east-west, so I planted beans on the north and then halfway through the middle. I'm only doing half because in about 3 weeks I'll plant the other half of the bed with some more beans. That way I have kind of a staggered harvest time period. Next thing I want to do is cover this bed with mulch, and I'm going to use more of my partially finished compost for that. Since I don't have any plants in here that I need to work around, I can just kind of dump this out and spread it out after that. There's still some little bit of corn cobs in here. They're very brittle, but we'll just go ahead and put those on top too. I did see worms in through this material, which is not surprising since There's worms now in the compost bin, so they'll make a nice addition. This bed is done. All I have to do now is turn on the drip irrigation system for a little bit to kind of water those seeds in, and we should be all good. Thanks for coming along as I planted my green beans and got my ginger moved into a new home. In the background here you can see my garlic is going very well. If you have any questions about anything I worked on today, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Until then, I hope you enjoyed, got something out of this, and we'll see you on the next one. Jason and Colleen, I don't know what your garlic looked like before you left Victoria, but I think my garlic caught up to yours with our warmer weather than what you have in Victoria. So I should be able to give you some seed garlic this fall if you're ready for the new garden.